Hello, welcome to Falcon Blues TV with me and Paul for the Merseyside Derby preview. Tomorrow, half 5 at Mordor. Paul, before we start, how's things, mate? You okay?
All good, mate. Yeah, all good.
Good. Yeah, so we're playing the Red Shed tomorrow, which is going to be fun after the last few games. What's your thoughts on it?
I think both teams are in a bit of bad form, really, aren't they? And I hate derbies. I think we all do. Can't wait to be done with it. But the amazing thing for me is the last derby was in October, and they're still talking about Pickford and Van Dijk.
Yeah, even today. Even
today, with Klopp making silly comments like, "Oh, if we had played them 2 weeks later, what would they have done? What was Firmino going to square up to someone?"
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
pathetic.
Fuck that. What a comment to make as well.
Even today,
you know what I mean?
Even today, when I'm coming out with saying, what was it? Well, it's a good thing we weren't playing them again and all this. It's like,
yeah.
Shut up, you knobhead.
And
you know, Evertonians give him, a fair bit of, all right, his head's in a bad way after things going on personally and stuff like that, and he still comes out with petty little things like that. He's an absolute child, and
I was surprised, but it's become a joke for us, hasn't it? Like, you see the amount of Everton accounts now that do bets. Like, how long do you think it'll take before the commentators bring up Van Dijk?
Yeah.
Like, it's become so, like, injuries have never happened before.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I've never known
another player has never injured another player.
Yeah, we've had like professional journalists say Pickford should be banned for the length of time he's injured. Just really like it's beyond belief. It's beyond belief.
Jail him. If you can't go back, God.
Take him to court for loss of earnings was one of my favourite.
Whose loss of earnings?
Because they would have won the Premier League. They would have won the Premier League if it wasn't for that.
He's not on SSP, for fuck's sake. He's not Jean-Philippe Gbamin.
Yeah. I mean, how have we coped with our Gbamin? I look at it from the opposite way, where if you look at Man City, how long have they had Aguero out for the last 2 years? How long have they had De Bruyne out, Laporte? Last season, they had Sané was out, Charity Shield, then out for the season.
Yeah.
Every team has injuries. Every single team.
Mad.
Is Van Dijk a big loss to them? Of course he is. But I'm pretty sure he was playing Jordan at Aston Villa game. I mean.
Yeah, when they got 7 put past them. Yeah, exactly.
Well, look, it obviously it's a tough game. We've got a terrible record against Liverpool, but they're still a good side. Obviously the front three says it all, but they can be exploited. We look at the self-proclaimed best right back in the world, Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's good going forward, but I mean, he broke one of his own records this season, but it was 39 times in a match he gave the ball away.
Yeah,
and he broke that record, which he set previously 3 weeks before.
Brilliant.
So I think we should look at players like that. Yeah, he is going to get forward, but I think defensively he can be got at. The best goalkeeper in the world, Alisson's also had a bit of bad form. So
yeah,
I'd imagine you're going to want to try and exploit that as well. It's the way I look at it anyway.
Yeah, well, not looking at them, because I think they get talked about enough. It's this Everton side that I think we've got to start thinking about now more than anything. We look at Alan's back, Calvert-Lewin is back, 2 big players who've been they'll go on about Van Dijk being a massive miss, but Calvert-Lewin and Alan are just being just as big a miss to Everton. And look at how our form's dipped. We've not played well at home for a few weeks. We lost really stupid games to the likes of Newcastle and fucking Southampton and everything else, which people will go on and on and on about anyway, and say, well, that was the point in the season where we should have been doing more. But I think even with this side now, with Calvert-Lewin back in, that's what we needed at Fulham. That's what we needed at Man City. I think if we'd have had, obviously Calvert-Lewin has just been such a miss, and he is our only striker, and that is such a worry going into the rest of the season.
Yeah, I mean, Josh King's been brought in, which didn't overwhelm everyone. He's been brought in on a 6-month contract, which found that one a bit strange. But we have missed Calvert-Lewin, you know. Why haven't the media been speaking every game about Alan being injured? You know, that's the funny thing to me. If we go back to that derby, let's say Alisson had went into a challenge and injured Michael Keane, would that be getting talked about every game? No, it wouldn't.
No, because he's not God's gift to football, and they're not God's gift to, you know, the world and stuff like this. So it'll never get mentioned. You know, there'll be players there who have career-threatening injuries, like soft lads, and it'll just be exactly the same, but it'll never get mentioned.
Well, let's not speak ill of the dead, because as the Echo told, Van Dijk died and went to heaven.
Yeah.
When they were doing a condolence page for him, and I've never known it to get so over the top, really. With
it's daft.
I remember specifically people saying, "Oh, we got robbed by the ref. A few bad decisions." Yeah, we don't want to really put them against the bad decisions that have went against us in derbies. But
I could write a book, and I might stay true for my new book at the end of the year.
I'm glad we're playing away and we're not at home.
I know. I think the only thing that's going for us really is our away form, which is good, because we actually have the opportunity to go at teams, and I think we're going to have to. I know you were saying before about Alexander-Arnold being, you know, easily exploited. I don't think Alisson trained yesterday, so that Kabak is it in goal with a bit of luck. So, you know, that gives us something. You know, I think it's on Ancelotti tomorrow to get the result. I don't want to draw. I really don't. I'm sick of fucking drawing. I'm sick of losing there. But I'm just sick of, you know, coming away with a 0-0. I want 3 points. And I think 3 points tomorrow would set Everton on the course to finish strong for the rest of the season, especially if we can get Calvert-Lewin fit again. And I think that is where Everton need to. It's all or nothing tomorrow. I think it's one of those mad games. Unfortunately, it's come off the back of 2 defeats at home. And it just shit happens, and we just got to get on with it, really.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the past few weeks, I'm the same. I don't want to draw. I want to beat them. And as we've seen the last few weeks, they are beatable. You know, the Leicester game in particular, once they lost the goal, they just really just collapsed.
Yeah.
Of course, they're a good side. That front three are amazing. You know, they can, especially Salah, he's always dangerous, isn't he? But that team can be got at. You know, Henderson playing centre half, the new guy who's come in, the new centre half. As I say, Alexander-Arnold, I think he is good going forward, but I think defensively he can be got at. So I'd imagine Carlo's going to go there, and he's going to sort of sit back, say, "You come and attack us, and we're going to try and frustrate them."
I think it's going to need Richarlison on form. I think he's got. I don't know. I get the whole thing at the minute. I can understand where he's coming from. Where, you know, he's a foreign lad. He's young. He's on his own. He's probably in lockdown on his own as well. So his head's probably kettled. Do you know what I mean? It's easily done. And I think I don't know. I think the only way to shake him out of this funk, he's got to start scoring goals. And you know, he's had 2. He scored in the cup, and he scored just before. He scored at City as well. I think that goal will have done him the world of good for confidence. I just think, you know, City were on another planet the other night, and there's no 2 ways about it. We weren't getting anything out of that game. But I think Richarlison for me, and Iwobi as well, have got to step up. How he sets up will be bizarre, because I think Yerry Mina's now out. So it's probably going to be, you know, Pickford back in goal. I can see Keane and Godfrey at centre half. Lucas Digne, Seamus Coleman. But then, you know, I think the good thing is he's got this option now and this headache of, well, I've got Alan, I've got Sigurdsson, I've got Gomez, I've got, you know, Richarlison in.
Tom Davis has been playing well as well.
Has a bit of form as well. I wouldn't take Tom Davis out.
No, I wouldn't.
I've been disappointed the last couple of games that he's been taken out of the side when Sigurdsson hasn't been at his best. the game seemed to just go stale once Davis went off, and a lot of people will say, well, he's not good enough. He might not be, but his heart over the last couple of games, you could not fault it. And after he went off, the game just went flat. And then does he continue playing James as a substitute role for now, just to get a bit of fitness, bit of form?
So what I was going to ask you, do you start James? You know what I mean? We know what quality he has, and we know what he can do. But it's a tough one, isn't it?
I think if he's got a target man up there like Calvert-Lewin, who is able to hold the ball up and keep the ball at his feet and bring players into the game, then yeah, I wouldn't change it. But I would. It's that choice of, is it Sigurdsson, is it Gomez, is it Davis, is it Alan who comes in with him, and Decore. Keep forgetting about Decore as well there, but it's a good option to have. He's got a full choice of like 7 players into that midfield, which is good.
Yeah.
It's just how he goes with it. I think he's got to set up to attack and set up to win the game. I don't want him setting up for a defeat or for another Leicester, if you like, where we were just pummeled for 90 minutes and we were punished in the end when we could have had the game won. So, but yeah, we'll wrap it up though, mate, because we want to get this out online and whatever. So give us your prediction for tomorrow. Give us a score.
Don't forget to subscribe. Click that button.
We know that. So give me the score. Give me.
Do you know what?
Give me a prediction.
I always sit on the fence and go for a draw with Derby, so I'm going to go for a 2-1 win for Everton.
I'm just going to go for a lazy 1-0. I don't care who it comes off. I don't care how it goes in. 1-0, 94th minute, for all I give a damn. Because it's going to be playing at least another 6 minutes. It's going to be at least 94, 5 minutes.
I hope Holgate punches the ball in and it's offside.
It's offside from our own half.
Yeah. I hope we get every VAR decision. I hope they score a goal and it gets disallowed and it's miles onside. Yeah.
Everything.
But prediction, I am going for 8 minutes. They are going to mention Van Dijk and Pickford. Let us know in the comments.
I wouldn't even give them that. I'll give them 6.
6, okay.
And as soon as the ball comes to, as soon as the ball goes to Pickford to their back line, they'll mention it.
Yeah.
They will. It'll be instant. It'll be in the opening minutes.
Pre-match doesn't count because they're going to do that anyway.
No, do that.
I'm gonna go for 8 minutes. Dave, you're going for 6. Let us know in the comments. Let us know in the comments.
Sounds. And also, please make sure you like and subscribing to the channel. We do appreciate everything you do for us. You'll catch me on Radio Liverpool Live tomorrow around 2:30, chatting with Gary and Lee, the lads, for their radio show. So try and catch that, and give us your thoughts as well. I'll drop a link on Twitter so you can have a little listen, tune in on for that one.
Maybe record that one, Dave. If you
I'll
can.
record it, yeah. It'll be online as well, so you can listen to it. But obviously, I'll have a good chat with the lads. They're both Reds, but the sound makes a change. But yeah, please subscribe to the channel. Till then, up the fucking toffs.
Colin Chong.
See you in a bit.